on both sides are hinging on every word that comes out of their mouth. So last night, when it came to the CNN debate, everybody seemed to suddenly move forward when they were asked questions about immigration. People on both sides, okay, what are they going to say? I know my next guest did. Joining me now on the phone is Bill Gheen. He's with Americans for Legal Immigration Political Action Committee, a conservative group. And you probably, well, we can't get him here today. He's been here with us many times in the past. We could say he's a friend of this show. First, oh, by the way, Bill, I have to tell you something. First of all, something on a very complicated subject that you and I discussed last time about fast-tracking soldiers. You asked me if the soldiers that we were talking about, or the soldier that we were talking about at that particular moment, was an illegal alien. I answered yes. I was wrong. I misspoke. He was a legal resident who happened to have a green card at the time. So you were right. I was wrong, okay?
Hey, I appreciate that, Rick, because being a legal immigrant, I would have loved to have shaken his hand at his citizenship ceremony. My organization has thousands of legal immigrants that are very upset about illegal immigration, and we want to make sure that we try not to confuse the two.
Hey, let me ask you about the debates last night, and I appreciate that. You know, and you and I always have these open and honest debates about these things, and we can call each other on whatever we want, and I appreciate being able to have you clear that up for us. But did you watch a debate last night, and were you taken by that moment when Hillary Clinton came out and said, you know what, I don't want driver's licenses in the state of New York, and were you surprised?
Well, let me tell you, John McCain will never be president of the United States because, and it's been acknowledged by consultants across the nation, because of his support for a comprehensive immigration reform, which was seen as amnesty. He fell from the first place spot in the GOP primary to 4th or 5th, and then had to start laying off staff because he couldn't raise any money. We expect to see a very similar plummet in Clinton's numbers because, one, she angered the pro-enforcement Americans, 77% that do not want illegal aliens having licenses, by saying she supported the idea.
Right.
And then now she's angered the 15% that do support licenses for illegals by saying she's against the idea, while at the same time showing the entire country that she'll flip-flop and say whatever's politically
Yeah, but you know what?
expedient.
She went to bat for you because, according to reports coming out of New York, she went to the governor of New York, Spitzer, and talked him out of his plan.
Because she knew it was going to hurt her chances of becoming president. That's why she did it. I mean, she told everybody that she supports the idea, and now she's backing away from it because when you take the wrong side of an issue with 77 or 80% of America's voters, that's a campaign killer. So we expect the next series of numbers released on Hillary to show what we call the McCain plunge.
Would you... But do you respect her more? And I'm asking you the question because of this. Because last night when Barack Obama was asked the same thing, he seemed to be waffling all over the place. Would you respect him more if he just came out and said, look, I disagree with the Gheens and those folks. I think these guys should have a right to drive because it's a safety issue or whatever reason they give it.
The Democrats don't want to talk about this issue because they lose big on controlling illegal immigration. And I'll tell you, honestly, it'll shock a lot of people. Yeah. The man I respected most was Governor Bill Richardson. Now, I fervently disagree with Governor Richardson's support for licenses for illegal aliens and other things on illegal immigration, but at least he's telling you where he's at. These others are trying to conceal their opinions on the issue while Richardson is coming out and telling you like it is. So I would much rather have a politician tell me how they actually feel, because we cannot afford another liar in the White House. This country's not going to survive another liar in the White House.
Are you talking about George Bush, by the way?
I'm talking exactly about George Bush, who only tricked me into voting for him once, and I feel a lot better than those people that got stung twice out there.
Hey, Bill, you have a fantastic weekend, all right? And hopefully we'll talk to you. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a good Thanksgiving with your family.
Lou Dobbs for president.
I'll tell him you said so.
Thank you.
You got to see this next guy. He's